Now on an absolutely perfect night in the Lone Star State, the roof's been opened, and we're ready for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Oh, they'll try a reverse here to start out. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff, and that might set the tone for what could be a physical game.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The first carry down. This is Williams. And he is met at the scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Yeah! Kill!
Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's caught downfield by Pickens. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A game there of 30 big ones.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. There's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Prescott. Finds Pickens out right. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on his Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that, because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pick up with a touchdown. That drive was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Ready, set.
To throw, Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
A loss of 3
3-0 after one on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Williams. Pass caught by Burden. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
And they'll put 5 receivers in the formation now. 3rd and 9.
Vegas!
Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
3 plays and
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll go. Here's Williams. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Yeah, here we go. 4-8.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began. And they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Kill. Yeah. Here we go. 4-8.
Prescott down. Throw outside complete. That's Ferguson. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. First down for DeAndre Swift. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. To throw, it's Williams. To the right side, and he's got it complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 for the gain of 7. 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Vegas!
Throwing is Williams. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led it too far, incomplete.
What's up? Yeah.
On 4th down, here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They could not complete. And they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
They'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. He was brought down at the
Just 26. A yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah!
Prescott to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll take it into the end zone for another touchdown. George Pickens, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. To the air, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. So 8 yards on the completion there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Now the Bears going to go into first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Williams. And he will go down on the Cowboys side. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here comes the Bears punter now. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside goal. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's good.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds. seconds to go before halftime.
10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
The Cowboys field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this return will come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but not establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
At the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. This is Swift on the counter. And able to get this one all the way to about the 46-yard line. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Once again, it's Swift. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the
Back to
play.
throw. Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there of 22. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Williams looking to do it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. From the gun, here's Williams. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Luther Burden from 8 yards out. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 13-7.
Bears 7. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. Not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
T.J. Edwards
in the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. Yeah, he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 of enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Bears' 45-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, Billy.
Again to Williams. Right. And able to get this to the 31.
That's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's another.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, here we go. I take line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Yeah, here we go. I take line. Then we're going to 53.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down. Keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As it comes with a minute 15 left to go in the 2nd half.
For the Cowboys field goal.
And this one is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for a sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. Oh, no, this is a disaster. They try to fake spike, and he gets sacked.
3 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Williams. DeMarvin Overshown. In there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be a safety as Williams is taken down to the end zone. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
To kick off for Chicago.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation for